Welcome to Woodward Wings. I am Justin Satawa, and I am joined by the illustrious Spenmo Rackster.
Howdy. Illustrious. I don't know if I've ever been called illustrious before.
I figured. I was trying to give you a new taste.
That's a good one. I like it.
I like that. All right. Well, we are here. We're going to talk about some Hockeytown hot takes. We're going to give some of our hot takes that we have going into the season. We're going to talk about them putting Hockeytown on center ice for the Centennial season.
Do you want to do that right away? Let's do that.
Well, hold on. And then we're going to talk about the Kyle Connor rumors that were brought up by Frank Cervelli. But we'll hit that after we do talk about this, because this is the big thing.
That's the big thing. Yeah, we're dead right now. You know, obviously, it's the dead season of hockey. Nobody's doing anything. Nobody's talking to anybody, except for Kyle Connor, maybe. But they put Hockeytown back at the middle of the ice in LCA. And I don't know how I feel about it, because obviously it's nostalgia. It's my childhood. I've talked about the only sports team
season
in my life that I love more than the Red Wings is the Lions. So, like, I've always it means a lot to me, and Hockeytown means a lot to me growing up, seeing a couple Stanley Cup victories. But I don't think they deserve it. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but, like, how can you call yourself Hockeytown when you haven't been to the playoffs in 10 years? I don't think you deserve Hockeytown in the middle of the ice
when you can't bring free agents here.
Unless you, it's not. Is it Hockeytown when you have not even the A+ free agents, but the A-, B+ free agents saying, "I'm not going there. I'm not interviewing with them." It doesn't sound like Hockeytown to me. I know that's the gloom and doom take, and it is going to be cool to see it there, and it does hold momentum. But this shit means something to me. Like, Hockeytown means something to me. And personally, I don't think this is the good team to encapsulate what Hockeytown is.
I agree with you, and
I don't want to be a doomer or anything, like, because it is cool and it's going to look really cool, and I know it's because of the anniversary, and obviously, you know, we're the greatest American hockey franchise, and for sure. But this hasn't been Hockeytown in a long time.
It really has, and I'm with you. I think that's the issue, and I know it's the Centennial season. It's 100 years. It's all the history that has been here. Like you said, the greatest you can argue the greatest NHL franchise in history. Yeah, like they have.
I mean, they're top three.
Yeah, no doubt, top three. And so you're just gonna. I think a new 100-year just banner would have been better. Celebrate the 100 years. Bring back some of the old elements. Like, they're going to bring back a jersey. They brought back some logos. Like, I all that. But I think Hockeytown is just a little bit too far. I think that you should have also saved it. Because think about the moment. The moment that could have been. Yeah. We're going to the playoffs. You didn't announce it that you were going to do it. First home playoff game in 10 years. I'm getting chills talking about it to my youth sitting in that arena looking at Hockeytown on the ice. And they come out, and the day of the game, social media post, hype video, all the history. Yeah.
Justin, that's good marketing. That's not what the NHL does. That's not what hockey. You guys know I love hockey, but they are the worst marketing Big Four sport network, and it's not even close.
Well, they are.
I want you tomorrow to ask D-Mac. Because D-Mac's golf outing is tomorrow. This is pre-recorded. We're on Thursday here. Hello, future people. I am past Spenny. But it's ask D-Mac
what he thinks about
it. And actually, you know, make sure he's about a joint and a half deep so he gives a real philosophical answer. And we're going to put it in this. Right now, let's hear D-Mac's thoughts.
Woodward Sports, we're here at the Darren McCarty golf outing with the legend, Darren McCarty himself. And what I want to know is how you feel about the Hockeytown logo being put back at center ice for the Centennial season.
Well, for all the people that are worried about the playoffs, like I told all the season ticket holders the other day, maybe the fact that the fans got involved and got the Hockeytown back, it'll mean playoffs. And again, when it is, it's all you guys. So way to go. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. 100 years. That's what we're known for. Now it's time for the building and the team to play like it's Hockeytown.
Couldn't have had a better answer. Thank you for your time, D-Mac. And make sure you check out the Darren McCarty golf outing. It is the best time. They bring the best vibes. And you got to get out here. Thanks, D-Mac.
Thanks, D-Mac.
We support or don't support whatever you say.
I agree or disagree with whatever you just said, D-Mac, and I love you, brother. But yeah, that's my feeling. It is, like, again, I don't want to say it, and maybe this is just, but I'm glad the youth also agrees with me, because I feel like I was thinking about this today. I was like, I don't want to come off as the angry old man, like, you don't know what Hockeytown is, you little pieces of shit. Like, back in my day, Hockeytown used to mean something. Back in my day, when you saw that on the ice, you knew that they were coming for a cup. Like, but that's kind of what it is. That's kind of how I'm feeling.
No, it is. It is how it is. And like even those teams that were deteriorating, like into like the years where it became most painful.
When it was just trying to stretch out.
Yeah,
playoff
trying to get the
appearances
streak over the
with
hump to be
Daniel Alfredsons.
Yes,
and,
exactly.
And Franz Nielsen's.
like even that team
they were making the playoffs.
Making the playoffs.
Yeah, I know Kenny Holland butchered our farm system. I know that Kenny Holland made awful moves to gum up our books just to get into the playoffs, and they weren't anything. They were completely surface level teams just to get in the playoffs, and that was a shitty point in Red Wings history, and it is a microcosm of what they are today because we had to claw our way out of that. But I really want to watch Red Wings playoff hockey, dude. It's been a long time. It was my whole life up to one point. I knew nothing but the Red Wings in the playoffs. My entire life. And then now I haven't seen it since.
Yeah. 10 years. It's a long time, and you know, deterioration can only stay put for so long.
Yeah.
You know, we're 7 years into this.
We're coming up out of it, too. Again, not like...
No.
I still think the Red Wings have a outside chance of making the playoffs next year. They just need a lot of things to go right for them, and hopefully one more move. There is like it's not like, oh, they're not making the playoffs. Like, they have a chance just as much as these other teams that we talked about. Like, you can still catch up, but Hockeytown to me is Stanley Cup contention teams. That's what Hockeytown means to me, is when you think of who is going to be hoisting Lord Stanley, you picture that team. And right now,
we're not that team.
Hockeytown's in Florida.
Yes, it is.
I mean, you can't really argue it.
Either side.
Either side.
Yeah, either side.
They got two Hockeytowns in Florida. And I know, obviously that's blasphemy and fucking...
The support is on a different level here.
Nashville trying to call themselves Hockeytown was laughable.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck have the Predators ever done, dude? Get out of my face. But I don't think we are there yet. I do like it, though. It is going to be cool.
It's going to be cool.
I'm going to buy the merch. I'm going to go to the games.
I'm going to get to all the jerseys.
I'm going to take a picture from the GM box, no big deal, and be like, oh, Hockeytown Ice in the background. I'm going to do that, but...
I'm going to be sporting my brand new ASP jersey.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Spencer Raxter.
Or you're going to be sitting beardless next to me.
Or I will be sitting beardless looking like a child.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But hopefully the cookie crumbles the Red Wings way.
Hopefully this is a good omen. And okay, let's talk. Everybody, we're going to get to your comments later, which were great. Appreciate you guys. Love all you guys. Thank you for the support. It means a lot, for real. You want happy, Spenny? Hopefully this is a good omen. Hopefully this Hockeytown, they get on the ice every day.
Spenny.
They see Hockeytown.
Not Angry Shark, Spenny.
They hear the ghosts of Ted Lindsay and the ghosts of Gordie Howe saying, "You were once great. Become Hockeytown once again. Remember who you are."
And then Nick Lindstrom will
And
wave his magic huge bulb end of his stick that he has.
His huge dick. And just wave it back and forth. Brendan Shanahan, very average sized dick. He also waves it back and forth. That was on insider information. I know that for a fact. And that will propel these Red Wings to re-encapsulate Hockeytown.
We can only hope.
We can only hope.
We can also hope for another star to want to come here, and
I guess. I mean,
Frank Cervelli was the one who brought it up, and then
very credible source.
And he said, "I don't think they've had much by way of extension talks. The Connor camp is not in very much rush to get anything done. that they want to evaluate their options, and the team that was brought up when he was talking about this was the Detroit Red Wings.
I see the line there. I see the piece being put together by Cervelli here because, superstar, 40-goal scorer, guy that's got 90 points.
We have cap space.
We have cap space. We have good
assets.
prospects. We have pieces. So if he doesn't want to stay in Winnipeg, or if Winnipeg wants to move on and try something, it does fit that we have the assets to acquire him, and he is something we obviously need as a MVP level guy on our lineup. It's not going to happen. Winnipeg would be very stupid to let him go, and I don't think even Winnipeg is that stupid.
I completely agree. And you got to also think about it. Nikolai Ehlers just left for Carolina, and most of the reason was so they could pay Kyle Connor, because they were unwilling to pay him more than they pay Morrissey and Hellebuck, and they will most likely be willing to pay Connor that freight.
Absolutely.
So we will see how that plays out, but I think it's a very low probability that Kyle Connor's a Red Wing.
I mean, would that be awesome? Yeah.
But
would I give up anything for him? Yeah, absolutely. But
let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
To trade for Kyle Connor,
yes,
it will take someone you don't want to give up.
Yes.
And the first person that comes to mind,
yes,
you know who it is.
Yes.
Marco Kasper.
Yeah.
And the second guy to come to mind,
Yep.
Axel Sandin-Palinka.
Mm-hmm.
The third name,
Yeah.
Nate Danielson.
Yep. You're going to have to probably give up two of those guys.
Yes.
And I would do it.
Because you're talking about a bona fide stud.
He scored 40 goals twice in his career. He's got over 90 points twice in his career.
Arguably the best two line mates he's ever played with, too.
Yeah, it's
arguable, but
you would do it. It's not going to happen, though.
No.
Like I said, that is a guy every single team in the NHL would want. So I understand why Cervelli connected this the way he did, because if Winnipeg was to move on from him, we would be a team that is
one of the top suitors.
Yeah, very loaded to be able to do it. But again, in this age of fucking NHL and player movement, who's to say he doesn't go Mikko Rantanen and say, no, you're trading me here. I'm not going to Detroit. You're trading me to fucking Dallas, or you're trading me to Tampa, or I'm going to New York. It's not going to happen. But this is what we get. We are skimming the waters for any type of NHL news to talk about. So this is something that came up, so we got to talk about it.
All right, I got a couple questions that I got down the barrel that I've just thought up. I've been sitting over here, and I want to hear what you think about them.
All right.
First one is, where will Sherratt fill out this lineup? Do you think he's going to play with Seider, or do you think they're going to move someone to play with Seider?
No, Sherratt's going to be on your first pair. Yeah, the season starts right now. Ben Sherratt's on your first pair.
Do you think it will be like that by the end of the season?
No. Hopefully not.
Who do you think will be there?
Actually, yeah, it will. He's not, because he will, because even if you bring up ASP, he's not going to be on your first pair. You'd bump off Gustafsson or somebody like that and put him on the
so
third pair.
You don't think that Docker or Aljo can play on that first pair?
I think Docker can. I think that's a possibility. Aljo, no. No, Aljo and Edmondson, that's what they're going to do.
But what happens if ASP comes up?
ASP will not be on the top two pairs. No, they're not going to do that.
So you're going to play him with Hall or Gustafsson.
Yeah. Or Docker. Or Sherratt.
Oh, yeah, pick your poison.
I don't see it being ASP or Aljo. I could see it being Sherratt or Docker.
Okay. I know what I want to see.
Yeah, we all do.
But I know what I'm going to get. So what I want to see is Aljo with Seider, Edmondson with ASP, and this is towards the end of the season, by the way.
Yeah, this is
Sherratt and Docker. That's what I would like to see.
Yeah.
Personally. But what I think I'm going to see is Sherratt, Seider, Edmondson, Aljo, and Docker ASP. Which I don't hate Docker and ASP. I really don't. I think that's solid. But I would rather like to see ASP with Edmondson.
Yep.
Because I think that's going to be the pair moving forward. Looking down the line, I truly think that they complement each other well enough. They're both Swedes.
Yep.
I do really like that pair.
They can be speaking in their native tongue together. Oh, pass the puck over here.
How often do you
I'm a
think
Swedish
that
plumber,
they
come to
talk
fix
in the
your
native
pipes?
tongue, like with the last iteration of the Cup roster, with how many Swedes were on that team? Do you think that they talked a lot in their native tongue?
Is Swedish a different language? Do they have their own language? Or is it just a dialect? I don't even know, personally.
Maybe I think they just speak English.
I think they just speak English. They might speak Welsh. National language of Sweden.
That's how you know it's the summer.
I think they might speak Welsh. No, Swedish. Okay. Yeah, there's many dialects further down.
Yeah, Swedish. All right.
But
But I believe they are high-level English speakers.
I'm a Swedish plumber. I've come to fix your pipes.
How many games does Patrick?
Produce Vesnica. So yeah, it's a Baltic language.
How many
so it's like
games
Russian.
does Patrick Kane play? And how many points does he score?
Ooh, that's a tough one. How many games does Patrick Kane play? I'm gonna say
He played 72 last year,
yeah.
59 points.
I'm gonna say 68 games. And he had 59 points last year in 72 games. 68 games, I'll say 52 points.
All right, I like that. I think I'm going to go with 71 games, 55 points. I do think his numbers are going to drop a little bit.
Yeah,
and I think that's just because of the emergence of Casper.
Yes, and it's natural. He's not in his prime anymore. But I'll be very happy with what I said. If we get that out of Patrick Kane, I'm very happy with that.
Who has more points next year? Comfer, Kopp, or Berggren?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Dude, I told you. I've thought of some heaters over
That's
here.
a good one. Because I was waiting for you to say Casper. I was going to be like Casper immediately. But Berggren, huh?
Berggren had 24
I'm
in 75
going to go-
games. Comfer had 32 and 76. And Kopp had 23 and 56.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Andrew Kopp. I think that he is going to get the most run out of those guys.
Yep.
I think that he is but Berggren might get power play minutes. Kopp or Kopp.
If I throw James Van Riemsdyk into the mix, does that change your answer?
That might change my answer. I
I
would
think that-
probably go JVR if
All right, so
it's between him or Kopp.
so between JVR and Kopp, who do you think is going to have a more impactful season?
Andrew Kopp.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
just making sure we're on the same
Yes,
page. There.
yeah.
Yes,
But points-wise,
I think Van Riemsdyk's going to have more points.
probably JVR.
Well,
yes.
right now, I'm worried he's playing on the first line. I really am.
No, we're happy today.
We're happy today.
We're happy
Happy
today.
thoughts.
Happy
thoughts,
today.
Happy thoughts.
No anger sharks.
So let's since we're trying to stay on the happy vibe, because we appreciate your guys'
We do.
support.
Yeah,
And
you guys,
This
it
has been
means a
the
lot.
best comment section we've ever had. So
Yeah,
thank
it
you
was.
guys.
We were
so much.
surprised.
Yes.
I thought I was coming in ready to fucking dodge some strays, but you guys were showing love,
Yeah,
so we
so
appreciate
shout out
it.
to you guys. So let's start. Sleigh Bomb 96. I don't think Eisman is making any moves going into training camp.
Happy today, but you're,
Let's
it's
just hit him
looking-
with the quick no and let's move on.
It's looking like you're right. I would probably agree. If it gun to my head, I would agree with you.
Alexander Monet, I believe.
Monet.
Sorry if I
Monet.
botched that.
He's French.
Keep up the great work, boys. These shows are helping me get through the offseason.
Appreciate you,
Thank
brother.
You are helping us get through the offseason.
You are.
Oh, dude, this is the goat. This is the goat.
Oh, yeah.
Havel Fatsu.
Havel Fatsu.
Absolute goat. We appreciate you so much. I listen to a couple of other podcasts that get philosophical or have elite hockey knowledge. I like this podcast because it feels like we're drinking beers in a parking lot after getting smoked by a team of sandbagging guys in Division 4. Keep up what you're doing. It's entertaining on a different level.
Appreciate you. And yeah, he's way more hockey elite than I am. I'm beer league at best, but I appreciate you guys. I love hockey and I watch hockey and I like to think I know a little bit about it. I'm never going to say that I'm out here. I'm not going to be dropping efficiency stats and stuff like that, but I know a damn good hockey player when I see one. No, appreciate you, Fatsuk.
Thank you so much. And
My favorite Detroit athlete of all time, by the way, Pavel Datsyuk.
the best way to do a show is by having fun. And
Yep.
even though I do feel like I am hockey elite,
You are, for sure. I'm not.
I do enjoy presenting it as this.
Slumming it down here with the idiots.
No. And Spencer is the best. So thank you so much. These guys are fair weather fans wishing teams would ask for potential bums instead of potential skill. Hypocritical saying fans liking Danielson, but what is ASP to you?
ASP is a much better prospect. You know, you can like Danielson for sure, but just don't think Danielson is going to be Connor McDavid.
I've never seen a ranking by any prospect site that has ranked the Red Wings farm system that has ASP below Nate Danielson as a prospect.
And we know we're not going to get anybody by giving up bums. That's why Danielson is in a lot of the conversations, because he's a very good prospect, and he's one of the things that would entice other teams to give us a player.
Yeah, we just don't feel like he is a 1C caliber player, and that's because I personally went to go watch him play in GR during the playoffs. Spencer also watched the playoff games, and from what we saw, Nate Danielson, after also playing an entire AHL season, looked pedestrian.
He did.
And ASP looked less pedestrian, and it was his first time playing in North American hockey.
You could tell he was still getting used to the ice, but he looked more there. I don't know. Lombardi looked really good.
Yes. I would love to see Ammo in a wing wheel jersey this year.
Yeah, that's why I like the packages that I like for a top 6 level player would include Danielson and Berggren, because I think Berggren's salary filler also thrown it. You know what he is. He can be.
You did have to hit the cap floor. Like we are very close to the cap floor now.
And you'd be getting back, like I said, a top 6 contract hopefully. But because I think Lombardi could fill in and be Berggren right now.
I do agree. I don't think you would lose
not
out on
much.
any. And
I like
Berggren's
I like Johnny Burgers a lot.
Player either.
I like Johnny Burgers a lot. It's just he hasn't progressed as much, and I didn't expect him to be anything super great, but I wanted to see slight progression to maybe where you could pencil him in as like, okay, he's a third line guy, but you can't even do that yet.
And shout out Daryl DJ84. He said it's a great show, guys, and some other stuff about Steve not wasting money or anyone. We're not going to get into that. We're trying to keep happy thoughts here. But shout out to you. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother.
About Mason McTavish.
Yeah.
I don't believe the McTavish rumor mill in any form or fashion. I don't believe he's on the trade block to begin with. But if he is, we're far more likely to give up the first rounder, not ASP. One could argue that his value is in the fact he's coming off his ELC, but I don't buy the ASP trade nonsense. He's not going anywhere unless we're getting more than just McTavish in return.
I agree 100%. They would never give up ASP for a guy like McTavish. You're giving up ASP, you're going after a legit star.
Yeah, like we're talking 95 percentile player in the NHL.
Like Kyle Connor.
Yes. Something you've hit home on, Geoff. Grenard is in the same boat. We need size and heart.
Yes. I know that it's like hockey now. I know D-Mac, this isn't the hockey I used to play, and everybody talks about how, hockey's soft now, but look at the Florida Panthers.
They're not soft.
That's what wins, and they're not these big brutes, but they're all dickholes. And I just wanted some fucking dickholes out there that are going to go out there and muck up the works. And Florida's got fucking 40 of those guys.
Yes, and you have to build to that point.
Yeah, when your best players are also assholes like Kachuk and Barkov and Marchand.
It's a pretty lethal combination.
Yeah.
Someone who would do McTavish for ASP in a heartbeat, you are selling more hope that ASP is going to be the number 3D on this team. That is a long shot at this point. McTavish is way more proven now and is the perfect age to come into the Wings. I do agree with that point, that second part. Yeah. He is the perfect age.
He would fit the timeline perfectly.
He's 23. He's growing. I believe he's the same age as Lucas Raymond. Mm-hmm. But I think that I've said it. I believe ASP will be the best defenseman. If you count how much he impacts the game on this team, because he will be so dynamic offensively, it will make up for his defensive liabilities, where I don't believe he will be the third best D on this team. I believe he's going to be the best D on this team.
He definitely has the potential to be that. And when you look at what the NHL likes in defensive players, it's not the Nick Lidstroms anymore. It is the Cale Makars.
He's going to be looked at in a easier light, if that makes sense. Like, you're seeing how these offensive defensemen, like, everyone wants to get on their knees for Luke Hughes.
Yeah.
Luke Hughes is not better than Mo Seider.
No.
But he's better offensively.
Yeah.
So
they're really close.
They are really close. But I'd take Seider. Where ASP is going to, like, Red Wings fans have never seen a defenseman like ASP.
No.
And that's going to be really interesting to watch, is seeing how Red Wings fans react to seeing the different style.
Him leading the break and him
Yeah.
up there, in the slot.
Like,
him
are
in
we
the
going to be
slot a
seeing
lot.
like Wings fans like losing their mind the fact that ASP is taking the puck like coast to coast and
For
leading
sure.
like rushes and
When he's chilling in the slot, I already know my dad's gonna be get back on the blue line. What's going on? I'm like, no, Dad, we need it. He'd, like, put him in Ovi's spot, let him stand
exactly. I think your assessment of Danielson. This is D9419997.
there. D9.
I think your assessment of Danielson is fair at an 8, which means he'd still be a good player, just not a generational talent
Yes.
like others think he is.
Like
That's all we've
Danielson,
tried to say.
I think Danielson will be Dylan Larkin. Like, I think that is like his peak for me is to be a Dylan, which is a 1C, a very good 2C on a championship level team. But I think you already got Dylan Larkin, obviously, and I think Marco Kasper is going to be better than both of them. So, but I don't hate Danielson. I just want a winger. I just want a big winger, and we don't have any right now until the real young kids start coming up.
And Motion out of time thinks that that the fan base doesn't have a love affair with Nate Danielson. If you're getting blowback for your comments on him, makes you think that we're obsessed with the guy. It's probably because practically every boneheaded trade proposal you guys come up with starts with shopping Nate Danielson for some pathetic return or foolish risk of a dubious player. I don't think we've suggested Nate Danielson being in any trade outside of someone for an actual stud.
Yeah.
Like we have. Let's go through the list.
Brian
Raquel,
Rust.
Brian Rust,
Yeah.
Jason Robertson, Mason McTavish. All those guys are pretty.
Yeah, are those dubious players to you? I mean, we're not asking for bumps.
David Pastrnak.
We've been shopping for
Tage
top
Thompson,
6, top 6 players. We're shopping for top 6. We're not talking. You don't give him up for.
Well, on the top 6 and top pair D
You're
thing,
dubious.
Miss Inster 25.
Miss Insert, huh?
I'm
Insert
curious if we don't get a top pair defenseman or top 6 forward, why not go the way of the Sharks? Give the top skilled prospects a shot, end up low in the standings, and give us a shot again.
That's what we should do, for sure. If like you're basically saying roll over this season, and I don't want to say it like that because that sounds a lot worse. But yeah, if they don't add either one of those guys, they're going to be the same thing they've been the past 2 years. So you can't do it yet because you're going to be within 3 points of a playoff spot with like 8 games left and stuff's going to happen. But I would like that. Yeah, I mean, if you're not going all in, then why not just give these kids NHL minutes? But we'll see.
Yeah.
That's why I like to believe that they're still going to do something.
Lots of, are you crazy for overvaluing ASP, undervaluing McTavish? I see 5 straight comments about that. So apparently there is a big part of the fan base.
I mean, I like McTavish a lot, for sure. I just don't think that that's... Like, Steve Yzerman has proven that if he's going to develop a player or he's going to bring in a player that he needs to develop, it's going to be somebody that he drafts. I don't see him giving up the pieces he picked in the draft that he's developing for another guy that he still has to develop. I think if he's going after a player and giving up the guys that he loves so much, it's going to be for a solidified piece.
KBKQ7K9. I believe I have now heard every available player mentioned as a Wings target. It's all speculation, a lot of BS. We'll see. All I know is if Hall is still a Red Wing, and this gives me very hope.
You guys have told. I mean, I know I've said it multiple times. I don't think you're a playoff team if Justin Hall is on the ice week or day 1, and I don't think if you're relying on Patrick Kane to be top 6 that you're a playoff team. And those are my 2. Like if one of them is the case and the other one isn't, then you got a chance. But if both of those are the case and they're not addressed during the season, I don't think you have a chance.
All right, a few more to get through. Kenneth Russell, 1320. I was never a trusty Iser plan troll, and I'm not on the Iser scam train either.
No, I agree.
Iser scam's a good. Like, if you don't believe in the plan, that's a good.
That is a good.
That's a good anti-party.
It's a good little dig right there for sure. Yeah, I'm not.
No, there's more to the comments.
Oh.
He replaced his head of professional scouting, which, in my opinion, is long overdue.
We needed that.
We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
I knew Hall was a mistake the moment Toronto fans thanked Steve Yzerman for getting him out of town.
Yeah.
It's fair.
That is fair.
Still, the drafting and development has been very good, and he has some good acquisition, both short-term and long-term. DeBrincat, Kane, and Ghost. I still like Sherratt as a middle to bottom pair vet.
Me
We
too.
both do.
Yeah.
And I understand Kopp. Kopp has been pivotal.
Kopp
to this
is
team.
a great spot on this team. He's your best
slightly
two-way.
overpaid, but like now with the cap going up, he's not overpaid.
As your 3C, I love Andrew Kopp there.
Yes. Also, we have the cap space where it literally doesn't matter that we're
Does not
paying
matter.
$5.5 million.
No.
He also has Kubiak, as you may recall, who was traded for a defensive prospect for Cat.
Yep.
Wallman is still a head scratcher. That's a locker room thing. That's
Kubalik, right?
yeah, Kubalik. You're right.
That was a good move to get
Whatever.
off of Kubalik. He flamed out real fast.
But certainly, it's not a failed rebuild at this point. There are plenty of reasons to believe things will be good enough to build to a contender.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. I'm not
The only doom and gloom we are is about this season.
This year, yeah.
We
We
can
we
all
like
admit-
the prospects. We like a lot of the things that we're doing. We like a lot of the guys that are there, but it's time for immediate results. Like you got to make the playoffs.
Someone who is calling for my desk spot because we're glazing Casper and disrespecting Nate Danielson.
Good. go film a video of yourself talking about it and post it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Tag us. We'll
I
play it
don't
on the
know.
show.
I don't know. Like again, I'm not gonna act like I watched every game that Nate Danielson played last year, but I watched a few of them, and especially in the playoffs, I watched all of those. But I watched a few games throughout the season. I just don't know if anybody can actually be like, yeah, he looks better than Marco Casper.
Yeah, and he's also said, I said some ish about Cider. When have I ever said anything
you
bad
love
about
Mo
Cider? I did, and he said
He gets his ass chewed out for
Yeah.
loving Mo Sider too much.
yes. And I think that he says this is going to be his breakout year, so I should have Justin's spot on the desk. No, I'm sorry. I believe it's also going to be his breakout year, so then you're just being the same thing that I'm being. So
Yeah, that's what. All right, we're hot
We got-
take here. We got to cut it here.
Yes, we do.
Heavyweight starting soon. But my hot take, I know I already said it, but I'm going to say it again. Marco Casper is the best forward on this team by the end of the year.
you heard it here first. That is a Spenmo
Hot
Rex
take.
Hot take, and then my hot take is that ASP will make his debut this year. We already have a bet on it. So that is Woodward Wings. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys showing your support. Keep dropping those comments. Keep dropping those likes. We'll answer them at
Thank
the
you
end
guys,
of
for
every
real.
episode. We get closer
We never
and
get to
closer
talk about hockey,
to the
so-
season, so we appreciate
And we
it.
got a post-game show coming this year.
Yes, we
it's
do.
It's going to
We'll
be
keep
15, 30 minutes after every single game, just breaking down what happened. It's
We'll
gonna be
keep
fun.
you updated on that. So thank you. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.